Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com. Today we're going to be checking out Heritage Cello by Sonixinema. First in a brand new series here, Heritage Cello is promising an evocative solo string library capturing the soul of the cello with warmth, realism, and detail. Library downloads is 44.66 gigabytes. It's performed by virtuoso cellist Nicholas Tregestad. There's 3 expressive legato types with 10 articulations, including sustains, saltato, harmonics, tremolos, trills, staccato, spiccato, ricochet, and pizzicato. There's 5 different signal perspectives with close mics, mid, far, ambient, and a mix, and it does download via native access and run in the free Contact Player 8.1.0 or higher. Normally sells for 99 British pounds at the time of putting the video here together. It's on a special promo for 79. However, there is loyalty pricing available if you own Sonixinema's intimate legato or contemporary soloist instruments. I'll include a link to take you straight over to Sonixinema, first thing in the description below. All right, we've got Heritage Cello loaded up. I'm excited about this. This is the first in the new series from the developer here. You can see it's an NKS Contact Player library. It loads right in your Libraries tab. And they got a bunch of presets here as well. We're going to listen to a bunch of the articulations first, but it is important to note that if you want to load multiple articulations, you can shift-click and control volumes on these individually. All right, let's get back to this. This legato, it's got 3 different legato transitions that I believe are dictated by how quickly or how far apart your notes are played. I'm going to play a little bit more of the legato to get a feel for it, and I'm going to go ahead and MIDI CC these 2 guys here on my keyboard. Let's have a listen. Yeah, you can hear the different transitions there. Can't do a trill quickly like I was kind of thinking of. Let's hear the sustain. With a little bit of movement there. Adds a little more realism. A lot of vibrato I'm hearing here. I'm not sure if that's anything we control, but we'll learn about that as we go. Saltato. That's a nice harmonic. I can hear that bow on the strings, that resonance. nice tremolo. Got some trills here. There we go. That's what I was hoping to be able to do. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Half step and whole step trills. Yeah, that's nice. And we've got staccato. Mute my mic so you don't hear my keyboard there. Nice bow attack and spiccato. Let's check this one out. Yeah, you get really nice detail in those lower dynamics as well. That's fancy. Ricochet. Yeah, and you only get that real bounce when you've got super heavy hit with your velocity. And I believe there's some ways to control that. We might look into that a little bit later. Pizzicato. Lots of detail in the low velocity ranges. Got a whole second set of key switches here. Oh, no, we don't. That's just moving them over. All right, and then we've got our mixes. Let's check out what we got here, because we've got proximity, close, mid, far, an ambient, and a mix. So let's just listen to just the mix by itself. We'll mute everything else first. So that's the mix signal there. Let's mute that one, and we'll come back to just listen to this close mic mix. Yeah, that's nice. I could hear the difference between those legato changes depending on how long I was overlapping. That was really nice. Got a mid mic. And then a far. And I think that far is going to be really nice when you mix it in with that close. Let's go ahead and pull up our ambient. I don't think we've heard anything from this one in anything so far. Yeah, that one's pretty nice. Let's see if we can come up with a mix that we really like, just using the 4 signals. That one is obviously a mono close. I like this mid sound. And then we got a neat little proximity slider that you can see it automatically moves through those different mic positions. I wonder if there's a way to just reset it to where it originally loads up. I think it might have been somewhere around here, maybe? Now, this whole time we've had the reverb on. It looks like we've got several different options. Here's Abby A. Very nice. Big arena sound, a cathedral. We've also got, we got 3 cathedrals. Now, I purposely have the verb cranked just because I want to hear what they've added here. Gallery, all A. That one has some low mid build up, a couple stages. A lot of C minor, my friends. Yeah, medium size stage. That's an interesting sound with the workshop. And then we've got 4 artificial rooms. Let's see what this is. Yeah, some crazy that's going on there. Even longer on second. That one's actually kind of cinematic there. That's kind of ridiculous, but it is very cinematic. And that is an awful lot right there. There's several of these that I actually really enjoyed. The Artificial 2 is pretty nice. I'm going to pull it down a little bit. We've got some tape controls for warmth. I'm going to pull my reverb back so we can hear that tape a little bit. Oh yeah, you can hear it. It's a saturation. It does add a little bit of warmth there. That's nice. There's a little delay if you want to use that. And then over here, we've got a whole EQ section. Let's go ahead and listen through a bunch of these presets to see how they've designed some sounds for us. Okay, we're going to just play through a bunch of these. I might mute my mic for a little bit, guys. I just want to hear what they've done sound design-wise. You can see they've already loaded up 4 or 5 articulations at once. This will be interesting. That one's pretty cool. That's just the harmonic, it looks like, with some wet stage. That's nice they have their Bartok pits at the highest velocity. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, real nice airiness in that. So it looks like these articulations are just basically sets of these presets are just articulations with different kinds of effects and verbs on them throughout. There's not anything else crazy going on, although I think they do have different mixes. The effects are all set up. Let's listen to a few more. And let's listen to the trills. Wet. These can be pretty expressive, I think, if you have a MIDI CC for both. If you have a MIDI CC for both your expression and your dynamics, they've got it set up here with 73. So I need to remap my keyboard or learn a new CC here if I wanted to play with them. But those will be very effective. We got something else. I don't know what this one is. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the way they've done this. This actually sparks some ideas about how maybe there's more that you could actually get out of the instrument by stacking a lot of things. I know you could do a lot with the effects, of course, but that one's pretty cool. Overall, I do think this is really expressive, and I do think that teaming up with the virtuoso cellist Nicholas Tragestad again has really upped the ante on their expressive cello library. There's a lot of really great realism and warmth. I really like the different legato types they've included and how it's very performance-based. You kind of move around with your fingers and you start to get a feel for how it works and what legato transitions you are triggering. There's a nice range of articulations here. I love how you can stack them. The mic positions are very well designed, and I think they're going to give you a variety of sounds. I think this has really nice versatility. I think you're going to be able to use it for classical compositions, underscore, intimate songwriting, and of course, your imagination is the limit. Now, I've shared a bunch of my thoughts along the way in this first look here of Heritage Cello, but I'd love to hear yours. Please comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. If you haven't already, like the video, share it with your friends, and come back around on Fridays for the weekly Deal Compressor Show.